You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. But to really dig into this hefty book, you will have to captchalogue it. You are not sure you are ready to logjam your other artifacts beneath it just yet.
Captchalogue the fake arms again.
What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally captchalogue the arms again.
Set Pesterdrum status to bully.
You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous, but you still feel the Pesterdrum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This unsurprisingly does nothing whatsoever. Oh, right, you forgot your chum is still pestering you.
Is it there? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time, I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything.
Yes, it is understandable because you're really attractive. I am attracted to you.
Thank you.
JK, haha. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating.
What's your modus?
What?
How do you retrieve artifacts from it?
Oh, like one at a time, I guess. And if I put too much in, something falls out.
A stack?
What's yours?
Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything, and he's awesome.
What the hell is that?
You should probably brush up on your data structures.
I guess.
Did you at least allocate your strife specibus?
No.
It could free up a cov view. Plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle. Which is never. What have you got?
Well, I've got a hammer, but it's strapped under some arms.
Well, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and then allocate the hammer to the specibus.
How?
I don't know how, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works.
Combine fake arms with cake.
You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Sasker would know the precise index of elevated hilarity.
Allocate hammer to strife specibus.
You check the back of your strife specibus for the kind abstratus you have in mind for it. Your strife specibus has been allocated with the hammer kind abstratus. The hammer has been moved from your captchalogue deck to your strife deck.
Report progress to TG. Okay, I did it.
Hammer kind?
Yeah.
Okay, that will be the permanent allocation of your specibus. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant.
Now that you've got some space in your Silodex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards present some convenience.
Examine GameBro magazine.
Game Bro, Suburb. Why, the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff that I like that's better. Game Bro feature. Suburb. So, okay, Suburb is this game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of. And this beta is sitting on my desk for a review, so I'm like, yeah man, I'll write something. But I don't know, I'm like, so this is about houses or some noise? That's fine. I'm sure there's like fucking dynamite in a handbag for some brosivs. But all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything? While you're out playing house or some shit, are you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll dress? Or whatever from busting out? And I quote, the mad stunts all wicked uppins? You know what I'm saying, bro yo ma? I didn't actually play this game, but I gave it 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. At this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were gonna chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it, y'all. So this one time, he was leaning against the screen door, and the shit popped open, and the back deck was wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess the thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless tool against the wet grass. We never did watch Dark Knight on account of Ron trucking his ball and candy ass girth to the hospital, but it's cool. I got another watch in me, bro tell Rwanda. Bro notes, Dennis was so wasted, I mean damn! Rating for Suburb, 1.5 hats.
Captchalogue GameBro.
It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily.
Captchalogue Magician's Hat.
You expend your final card on the Magician's Hat.
Get funny glasses too.
You don't have a free card in your Silodex. However, you are able to merge the Beagle Puss with the Magician's Hat to create a clever disguise. John, Who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there has never been, nor ever will be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you are wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it.
Leave the room.
You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fellow who sure knows how to have a laugh, a man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hollowed tomes of Egypt that it is not. You're not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such brazen assumptions.
Go downstairs.
The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch nemesis Betty Crocker, and the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagined.
Admire harlequins.
You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars.
Examine the fireplace.
A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire, because that's what fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it. Categorically, at all time, without exception. As domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You are almost certain Mark Twain said that.
Toss the Game Bro into the fire.
It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each Game Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos. For big ups to Mother Earth, yo.
Fondly regard cremation.
You examine the sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, and unabridged Colonel Sassacres. He never wants to talk about it.
Topple the urn.
You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn, ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was a virtual certainty. You'd probably better clean it up before Dad finds it.
Combine father's pipe with clever disguise.
You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time.
Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you.
Open large present.
Oh, hell no. Having it in the middle of the floor sprawled out all akimbo like that struck you as unseemly. You capture-lug the ashes to your available card.
Combine the ashes with the urn.
You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ashes back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been tidier if you just used a broom and dustpan.
Put the urn back.
No one will be the wiser. Except, maybe for people with eyes.
Go get fake arms again.
You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture-lug them. Looks like Pester Chum is acting up again.
Examine third and fourth walls of the room.
Another one of your chums is messaging you.
Check message.
I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as Game Pro magazines.
That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar. And you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever.
I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks.
Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to get it from him, so BRB.
John,
What?
you're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You're typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous.
No, why would you even think that? That's so stupid.
Okay, why don't you go get the game from your father?
Alright, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, JK, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha.
I know, John.
Go back downstairs.
You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as an adequate adhesive.
Attach arms to doll.
You don't care what Colonel Sasker says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier.
Inspect burnt paper on the floor.
You put this back in the fire where it belongs.
Throw present wrap in fire.
As long as you're cleaning up.
Capture-lug doll.
You can carry hefty items, but that thing is just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it.
Read Colonel Sasker's text.
You thought about consulting the text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now, but this text is way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decide to forget it.
Hell's bells, we are having a mighty sporting time of it. Hold fast, my intrepid fellow pranksmiths, we've merely nicked the mahogany of our japing chests. If I may direct the incisive ogle of your beagle puss to the wriggling regency of ruggerbugs, plastic parasites, squirming serpents, pliable pests, and every such order of filer of creepy crawly. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. In further exhibits, we shall dwell on artifice useful to your exploits. Is your puppy's rod and reel handy? What about a bit of iron cord? It shouldn't prove elusive. Bring those writhing rascals to life, and set the nerves of some old maid to the wreck of Hesperus. Do you have a bothersome aunt who never seems troubled to find ways with your sunny afternoons? A broad, splintery fence? A bucket of whitewash, perhaps? By gum, you'll fix her wagon. And what of that tawny gent who puts his lackadaisical lean near this sarsaparilla font? You'll have that listless octoroon find the spring in his step just yet.
Find Dad and retrieve mail.
The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts, a powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Where will you go?
Go in the study.
Doesn't look like he's in here right now. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray capsula card. There's also a can of peanuts on the desk. Haha, oh Dad, you won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with.
Upgrade costume with hat from Hat Rack.
You swap the magician's hat with a bowler hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking.
Combine second pipe with clever disguise.
Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he has a rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy.
Examine capsulog card.
Yes, this will be perfect for expanding the space in your
Play haunting piano refrain. Play 52 pickup.
You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you are alone in the room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid, look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there sure is getting a kick out of it. You are allergic to their scorn.
Attempt to leave the house.
You go back into the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial.
Exit.
You exit the house.
Check mail.
Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollows of a cut reed, or say a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one Desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 13th birthday, and as with all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your life. The game presently eluding you is only the latest sleight of hand in the repertoire of an unseen riddler, one to engender a sense not of mirth, but of lack. His coarse schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It is a mystery dispersing altogether, like the moon's faint reflection, with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes little passions and increases great ones, as wind extinguishes candles and fans a fire. Yes, you are certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day.
Leave a surprise for the mailman.
No.
See if your father left the mail in the car.
The door is locked and your dad has the car keys. You peer in through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There's also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come in the mail? You don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take the stuff inside.
Spy in the kitchen.
You try to get a gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. It seems your dad has been doing so much baking the glass has steamed up. God, he is so weird. But you can see what's on the table just beside the window. It looks like the mail is there. Included among it is a red package, some bills, your dad's PDA, and an envelope that appears to be suspiciously labeled with the Spurb logo. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked.
Go back into the kitchen.
You have no other choice. You are going in. Clever disguise, it's time to work your magic.
Enter.
Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't know what you were even thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields a dreaded artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. There's only one way to settle this.
Strife. Retrieve the package and flee to your room.
You cannot abscond. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You will need to engineer some sort of distraction. And now he brandishes yet another artifact of confection. The man is ruthless. You'd better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible.
Equip disguise for defense.
The Beagle Aegis absorbs the brunt of the treat. Looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as is usually the case.
Capsulog Python.
You take Python and unequip the Beagle Puss. Everything in your Silodex is pushed back a card. The smoke pellets are ejected from the deck. Yes, this could be just the distraction you were. Nothing happens. What a huge letdown.
Take the cake.
When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one that knows how to yield. Oscar Wilde. Wise words by a man who likely could resist everything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Sasker's text out of your Silodex. Sasker, you beautiful bastard. Now's your chance.
Abscond.
Now that Dad is busy placating the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away.
Take PDA.
You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe later you'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. Your spare Capsulog card is forced out of the Silodex and consequently integrated with the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. This red package is addressed to you.
Take the envelope.
You got the Spur Beta.
Exit kitchen. Get cake on couch.
You Capsulog the cake on the couch, expelling the Python from the bottom card.
Combine the cakes to make a double-decker cake.
You then merge the 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Everything in your Silodex is smushed between the cakes. Why don't you think these things through first?
Retreat upstairs.
You pause at the juncture and head down the hall. You are going to need something to clean up the mess you're about to make by dissecting this cake. To the left is the bathroom. To the right is your dad's room. It is locked and you are forbidden from ever entering. He has secrets.
Go to bathroom and grab a towel.
You enter the bathroom. You can see your backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is the swing set which has provided you with years of joy. There is also a spring-mounted pogo ride which has been responsible for more than one painful injury and has provided you with years of lament. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the rack to the side is a fresh towel.
Remove PDA, envelope, and package from cake.
You take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. You take the towel and clean off the extracted goods.
Retrieve your items.
The items force the man-handled cake into the toilet. And just like that, your Silodex is full again. God, this thing is annoying.
Go to bedroom. Admire failure to launch poster.
You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any heap of smoldering wreckage. This is your McConaughey wall. A casual shrine to an amazing actor. The film above that one is a lot better, you think? Can you see her? I want you to
picture a little girl. Now imagine she's white.
You got us, Matthew. Your smooth talking exposed our latent racism. Damn, you are good.
Check Pester Chum.
Hi, happy birthday, John. Hello? Okay, I will talk to you later.
Hey, Gigi is looking for you. Why are you even so popular all of a sudden? Is today some sort of special occasion or something? Did you do something to curry favor with ladies? Did you break your leg on a puppy or some shit? Dude, what are you doing?
I discovered a comet that is going to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. Now I am famous and everyone wants to talk to me a lot.
No, stop. Just no. Don't talk about your awful, stupid movies or make references to them. Your gross man-bro crush on Matt McConaughey is an unsavory thing to behold.
McConaughey.
Sounds like a noise a horse would make, i.e. dumb. Equally dumb are all the pictures of that clown you've got hanging up.
Those are my dad's.
I was talking about Nick Cage.
Oh, what? No, man. Cage is sweet. So sweet.
So lame. You don't even like him ironically or anything. It's like real, isn't it?
I do things ironically sometimes. What about what I sent you for your birthday?
No, those are awesome.
What? No, they're stupid. Which was the joke? The ironic joke. Get it? Wait, you're actually wearing them, aren't you?
I'm wearing them ironically, because they're awesome. The fact that they're ironic makes them awesome, and vice versa. Are you taking notes on how to be cool? Jesus, get a fucking pen.
You do realize they touched Stiller's weird sort of gaunt face at some point.
Ew, yeah. Oh well, anyway, speaking of which, did you get the mail?
Yeah.
Did there happen to be a package there?
Yeah, there's a big red one.
You should probably open it.
I would, but it's trapped under the Spur beta, so I'll probably open it after I install the beta.
Oh man, the beta game?
Yeah, wanna play it?
No way.
Why not?
It sounds so hells of boring just to get TD to play it. She is all about that.
Where'd she go?
Her internet is blinking in and out, I guess. Probably be back online soon. Oh, and Christ in a sidecar, are you still using the stack modus? Seriously, dude, you need to bone up your data structures. That shit is just ridiculous.
Okay, I will. Open browser and go to mspaintadventures.com.
You decide to space out on the computer for a while before doing anything important. You open the Typhus web browser and direct it to what is indisputably the most amazing website ever created. The new adventure is okay, but you're not sure if you like it as much as the last one.
Install the Spur beta.
You decide it's time for less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install the Spur beta. What the fuck is this?
Bone up on data structures.
You go to your closet where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides.
Read data structures book.
I think my rage just crapped its pants. Funny Uncle. Data Structures for Assholes by Buck, Mr. Funny Uncle. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. Free fetch modus in back.
You're not sure you really want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring, kinda ornery. Maybe you'll just check out that free modus instead.
Get free fetch modus.
You turn to the back inside cover where free fetch modus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of a queue data structure operating on a first in, first out method, rather than a first in, last out method of a stack.
Apply fetch modus to Sylladex.
Items captured in your Sylladex are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use this item on the bottom card, and must wait for the items on upper cards to be pushed back to it. For instance, the red package is now inaccessible. You can only use the razor at the moment. This modus doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems more inconvenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance, though.
Switch back to stack modus.
You suddenly wonder if this is even possible. You don't even remember if you ever had a physical card for the stack modus. You find this all to be a little abstract, and you'd prefer not to think about it too much.
Put down razor.
Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand.
Pick up 2 items.
You captcha-log one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all these loitering pastries. Dead weight.
Get other cake.
The second cake causes the razor to launch out the front of your Sylladex. Oh good lord, that beautiful face. You wish the razor would have failed to launch.
Get more stuff.
You open your magic chest and captcha-log one of your favorite books of all time, Wise Guide by Mike Caveney. There goes the fresh towel.
Might as well grab those cuffs.
You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Oh god damn it.
Open up that package.
You examine the package. It is from one of your internet chums. It's bound in packing tape, though. You'll need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course. The razor. It's all so simple. You wonder why you didn't.
Get razor. Pick up package again.
Let's take this from the top.
Captcha-log glass shards.
You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Sylladex rains devastation on your room from above. And now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that again anytime soon. You should probably go get that stuff before you forget.
Use the razor on the red package.
You open the package. There's something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by Malkovich's Cyrus the Virus while taunting hard-luck protagonist Cameron Poe. and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the suit of a burning Vegas strip by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome.
Check status of Spur Beta.
It looks like your computer is trying to get your attention.
Look at monitor. Check Pester Chum window.
Looks like you've managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect.
Whoa, okay, but I just got the most awesome present.
The rabbit?
So sweet.
I've heard tales of the wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically ensconced in the folds of my personal mythology by now.
Haha, what?
Why don't we try to focus on the matter at hand?
Oh, the game. Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here?
You're running the client application. I'm running the server, so I'm the host user. I have established a connection with you. It's sufficient for us to play the game.
Oh, okay then.
Why don't we get started?
Press enter.